today's video is a video about how I shoot, edit and upload my videos. I know you guys have been requesting this video for a really long time and I finally gotten down to doing it. So the video is going to be divided into three parts. The first part is going to be about how I vlog. The second part is going to be how I shoot my beauty and fashion videos like my lookbooks and stuff. And the third part is going to be how I edit. So let's get started. So I used to vlog with my iPhone 5S before I got the GoPro Hero 4. Now this is what I've been using for vlogging pretty much through 2015. I bought it around March. So all the vlogs after that have pretty much mostly been shot with this. The reason I bought the GoPro Hero 4 is because it's really small, it's easy to vlog with. In India, you have a lot of people staring at you when you vlog, and if you have a big camera, people are just like, oh, what is she doing? With this, it's really tiny and you can't really make out what it is or what the person is doing, so you get away with shooting a lot of times and people don't really notice you. There are a few pros and cons about this. Now the first pro is that, as I said, it's really small. You can film anywhere. People don't really bother about this. Second pro is the battery life is pretty good. I have 2 batteries and I usually can vlog a whole day with just those 2 batteries. The next pro about this one, which is the GoPro Silver Hero 4, which has the screen at the back. This is the only GoPro that has a screen at the back, so you can actually see stuff, you can check your footage, you can reshoot something, which really helps. This also has a medium wide and a narrow setup, unlike the old GoPros. So for close-up shots, you've got to be really close to what you want to shoot. The next con I would say is the picture quality on the GoPro is great when you're doing action sports, when you're shooting slow-mo, stuff like that. For vlogs lately, I haven't really been loving the picture quality on the GoPro. I am considering also upgrading to the Canon G7X, which a lot of vloggers use for my vlogs. So I might do that soon. So if you look at the camera, this is pretty much it, which is really tiny and you can really vlog with this anywhere. So I'm gonna give you a kind of demo of what I would vlog. Now this is on narrow, so this would be hi guys, so that is pretty much the difference in the different sort of selections that you can do with the GoPro. So I have everything that comes with the GoPro. I have all the clip-on mounts. I have the different casings. So you have the waterproof casing, you have a shut door and an open door casing. Honestly, I've only used the waterproof casing. I haven't really used the others. What I use for my vlogging is a skeletal casing, which is this. So it's just a little skeleton for the body of the camera, and then you have this little part which goes over the lens to protect it. So this is pretty much what I use. So you just pop it in there and secure it, and this is what I use to vlog with. The rest of the things that I have are additional things that I have bought. So I don't usually use the original mounts for the GoPro, to be honest. I use the skeleton casing the most, as I said. I also have a monopod, so it's kind of like a selfie stick, the same way you'd use a selfie stick with your phone. So you can extend this, you can vlog with this, you can also just hold it straight and vlog this way if you're not really comfortable doing it handheld. So the monopod is what I use the most, and the Gorillapod. Now this is fantastic because what this does is it pretty much has these really bendy legs that you can sort of fasten to anything. So it is a mini tripod as well that you can place anywhere, or you can bend the legs to sort of fasten it onto different areas. So this really comes in handy when you want to do those kind of overhead shots or wide shots of you walking past and stuff like that in a vlog. You just place it anywhere or just mount it anywhere and use it, which is really great. Then whenever there's different adventure spots and stuff, when you can't use a monopod or a Gorillapod, I use these 3 mounts. I have the chest mount, which goes here, so you get like a kind of chest impression of what the person is doing. I have the wrist mount, which you wear on your wrist and you kind of talk this way. And the head mount, which is definitely not flattering at all, so you've got to wear it here like this on your forehead and walk around and look absolutely retarded, but it gives you an interesting perspective sometimes, but it really looks absolutely retarded. So I rarely use the head mount. The GoPro Hero 4 doesn't have bad sound quality without a mic. It's not bad. You do get these really cheap clip-on mics. So this one is Boya, which is some random company, and it wasn't really expensive. It was just about I think 600-700 or so. So you just clip that on to whatever you're wearing and you put it into the GoPro this way and you have yourself a mic. In India, sound is a problem, as you can tell right now. There is so much traffic and constant noise in this video, so I would recommend vlogging with a mic because, you know, otherwise your camera sound is just going to pick up everything else as well. Now in October I bought the iPhone 6s. I haven't really vlogged much with this. I would say the quality is really great, so if you do have a good phone, you don't really need any of these. Like with my 5s, I was really happy with vlogging. The only drawback was the memory, so that was 16 GB, so I'd keep running out of space with videos and I'd have to transfer footage and then shoot in the middle of the day as well, so that would be a bit of a pain. This one is a 128 GB, so no problems there. I will also do a bit to show you guys the kind of video quality you can get with this. I'm going to use the selfie cam as well as the back cam. So this is what it looks like with the selfie cam. Of course your eyes always look warped because you're staring at the screen when you're actually supposed to stare at the camera. I think it's better to use the back camera and kind of flip this because then you're definitely looking at the camera. Up next we come to my DSLR, which I used to film all my beauty videos, fashion videos, lookbooks. So with the beauty videos and videos where I'm usually sitting and talking like this indoors, they're filmed on my Canon 700D. So I have two lenses that I work with. One is the 18-135 and then I have the Block 50, which I have here. I have two tripods that I work with as well. One is the Magnus Tripod that the camera is on right now, and the other one is this one, which is actually a Sony still camera tripod. So I'm going to show you guys everything. I also use the Rode Video Mic Pro mic with this, which is what the sound is being recorded on right now. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you guys what the camera kind of looks like. So this is my camera setup. This is the Rode Video Mic Pro mic, as you can see. And this is how I'm filming this video right now. This is the Canon 700D, which is what I film most of my beauty videos on. The reason I picked this camera is because it has a flip screen. So most of the other cameras have their screen set here, like behind the camera. The reason I picked this is because it has a flip screen. So when you flip it out, when you actually sit here and film, you can see yourself with it. So this is from B&H. I will try and put in a link to this so you guys can check this out as well. So I'm going to show you guys the different setups that I work with when I'm shooting my beauty videos or tag videos and stuff like that. So this is setup number one, which is with the camera right here in the middle, and I would probably sit there. I might not have a table because I don't usually use a table. Today I had the stuff to put on it, so I used it. That is the bed where we do the other setup. So if I were to film on the bed, I would probably take this and place it somewhere here and, you know, frame accordingly. So you could just kind of look at this and zoom in or zoom out based on what you want to see, and just the angle, the height, stuff like that. And this is how I would film my bed setup. And if I were to film here, when you guys see this angle pretty much in my videos with my head here, I have actually placed the camera right here in the corner. So I open up the tripod I've placed the camera right here in the corner. So the tripod would obviously be at its full length, which would probably be somewhere here, and I will be standing here. So it's pretty much like this. So I'm talking into the camera. You guys see that in the back. I'm here. The camera is here. Now with regards to the second tripod, this is a Sony tripod. It's really light. It's really small. This is actually a still camera tripod. It's not meant for video, but I use it on the outdoor shoots because you don't really want to carry a big tripod. So it kind of comes up to say waist length when once you know you fully extend it, and then you can tilt up or down the camera so you can still use it for other stuff as well. So I think for outdoor shoots this is really great. So those are the two tripods that I use. Now what I'm working with right now is the 18-135 lens. Now let me explain to you guys the difference between the two lenses that I have. This is a Block 50 lens, which means it cannot zoom in or out. It'll stay at 50. There's an 18-135 which you can zoom in and zoom out of. So all these, the autofocus is not great. You've got to manually take focus and use them when you're filming videos, because otherwise it's going to keep going in and out of focus, and I will show you guys that when I change the lenses for you to see. So with regards to this is right now the 18-135, which is slightly zoomed in. I will also show you the different magnifications that it does. What I would recommend is the 18-135 for somebody who doesn't have, want to have a lot of lenses, because you can do like a close-up as well with that, as well as a wide, and most of my videos are shot with that. So only some beauty videos where I really look at a tight close-up is what I use the 50 for. The 50 actually glamorizes everything. It makes everything look beautiful, very romanticized, very dramatic. And a lot of you guys comment saying, oh, did you like change your editing or something when I do a video on the 50, because it looks a lot better. So that is the amazing part about the 50, but it's tough because you got to keep changing lenses if you want to do close-ups and stuff like that. So I usually avoid using this if I'm filming alone. I usually use the 18-135. So now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So if we completely zoom out, this is completely zoomed out on the 18-135, so you can see that it's a lot wider than it was earlier. You also have now completely zoomed in would be this, so pretty much just my lips. So yeah, that is the kind of range that this lens gives you. Now I'm gonna put this on autofocus just so you guys understand. Now I've just zoomed in slightly to try and get back to the frame that I was in. Now the camera is on autofocus, so right now I don't see it going in and out of focus a lot because I'm pretty far and I'm pretty much the largest object in the frame, so it's easier for it to focus. But like when you put things up close, it does take time to focus. So you've got my hand here, but it's still focusing on the back. It hasn't really got focus on my hand, as you can see. It takes some time. I don't usually shoot on autofocus, it's usually always manual. So that was the 18-135. Now I'm going to show you guys the 50. So this is probably a lot better with the 50. As you can see, it's a lot dreamier, it's nicer. And right now, because I'm holding still, no, it's still not focusing even when I hold still. So you can see the focus keeps moving, and that is really irritating when you're shooting. You want to just have something that has steady focus. Also, there's a noise when it focuses. I don't know if the mic is catching it, but it goes. So I would always recommend shooting on manual. Now that we're done with filming, let's talk about editing. So I always edit on my MacBook Pro. I bought this sometime in August this year. Before this, I had the MacBook Air. What I use to edit is iMovie. So iMovie is really simple to use. So I'm going to show you guys how I use iMovie. I'm going to record the screen on my laptop so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So nobody has ever taught me how to edit, to be honest. I just learned with trial and error. iMovie is really easy to use. So as you can see, this is pretty much what the screen looks like right now. So you have two things basically that you need to work on, which is events in your library and projects. Now the events is the raw footage. So as you can see, this is like the last video, the 5 things that I want to do in 2016. So this is pretty much the footage, and this is what the final file is on the bottom that I'm creating. You also have the title options, to work with, set title options, backgrounds, you have transitions to sort of make things either like, cross dissolve, fade, all that. So it makes editing really easy. Now with the projects, what you can do is you basically can, when you start a new project, you have the option to also choose the existing layouts like this. So you've probably seen these in my videos, which is like the comic book intro, the film strip intro, or this one. You just basically select which one you want to create, enter the name. So we do this as test. Okay, it's automatically gonna put those things in. So you can just, if you play it right now, you'll automatically have the title and stuff like that. And you can also work manually with these if you want. Set them up. You can add a transition in between, which could be from your theme, or it could be something different. So if you were to use this one from you can see there's a transition in the middle. So you have a lot of different transitions. You have text. You can just put in any sort of titles. You just drag and drop. Like iMovie is all about dragging from one place and dropping to the other, and it's really easy to use. I might shift to FCP in the future, but for right now, for basic YouTube videos, iMovie is amazing. So that that is pretty much how I shoot and edit my videos. If you found this helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also comment below if you guys have any questions relating to how I shoot or edit and something that I missed out in the video. Please comment. I will respond to you guys for sure. I hope this helps you guys film your own vlogs or make beauty videos or whatever you're interested in. Because it's really easy, you know. I learned everything myself. Nobody ever taught me any of this. I just learned on the job. I bought stuff and just learned as I went along making videos. So it's really easy. Don't get intimidated by all this. Just start with one camera, one lens, and you will be amazing. See you guys. Bye.